The second chapter, we are going to cover the part related to proportional reasoning. It has been 42 questions released between 2013 and 2017. I'm going to show either 3 or 4 questions per video or less. Let's start with this session with the first question. Which of these does not represent the distance a car travels when going 55 miles per hour? This part is not showing on the regular test. I just get from this resource from the website. I just want to show any teacher or the students this part related to statistics, but it's not one of your concern on the test. Let's back to the question. Which of these does not represent the distance a car travels when going 55 miles per hour? We gotta look at the same ratio as shown, 55 miles in the options, in these options. This one is represent 55 miles, this one also, because when you divide this two column, second column by first column, you will have 55 every single time. If you look at here, you may hard to see if you have like a eye problem like me. We stuck with this two part, right? We know that in this part we gotta divide to find per hour, miles per hour. It takes distance 160 miles in 3 hours. When you divide 160 by 3, you will have 553 something, and this is not matching with 55 miles per hour. When you look at the paper, you may see a little bit better, but on the video you may not see those placed properly. But C, in this case, C is option as not showing 55 miles per hour. Let's continue on the next one. An artist is making a scale model of a statue. On the model, 2 inches represent 1 foot on the actual statue. Which graph best represent this relationship? Okay, 2 inches for 1 foot, right? Yes. So 4 inch when we place is going to be 2 foot, right, on the actual distance. So if you multiply by 2 again, 8 inches supposed to match with 4 foot, right? Let's look at the graph. What we have, this is inches x-axis, this is statue size as in feet. Once again, this stands for x-axis on our graph. This part is gonna stand for y-axis. So we are gonna look at 2, 4, 8 and so forth, or 4, 8 according to our graph. So that means while x going higher, y will go a little bit higher, a little bit less than x-axis. So our graph is supposed to be something like this, not like this, because if you do that, that means y-axis supposed to be raised up more than x-axis. So when we look at here, this one should not be our consideration. This should not be our consideration. So we are going to consider either this option or this option. Let's catch up the numbers on the graph we have for our. This one stands for increased by 2. It's increased by 2. Okay. So 2. Each unit stands for actually for 2 units. So when we look at here, 4 units for 2 foot, it's matching here. 8 units for 4 foot, yes, it's matching here. However, it doesn't show in here. So our answer is C as in cat. Once again, what we did was we decide to use the scale is given, and we try to have some pair or some point the graph is given on the options, and we try to catch at least 3 point supposed to be plotted in the graph, and we assume that our graph should be look like this because x is increased more than y axis. So when we look at here, we cross out these two options and we consider this one and this one, and we consider our ratios as points on the graph, and we try to match here. So we find out C as in cat is going to be our answer. Let's move on. Next one. A dolphin travels through the water at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour, which shows the distance a dolphin can travel at this rate. So per hour, 25 kilometers. So for 1 hour, 25. 2 hours will be 50. 3 hours, 75, and so on and so forth. If you increase by 2, it's going to be increased by 50. Look at here, if it's increased by 2 and it's increased by 50. So our answer is going to be A as an apple. This one is not linear relationship. The time you are going to add is increased by 25. For example, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. When you look at here, they mislabel here. And when you look at here, when you divide this one, it's going to be 27. So in any manner, when you try to have at least 3 pair of numbers given by the questions, you will catch up the answer as this table. One more. Caroline's cell phone plan costs $32 per month. Which table shows the sum of the amounts that Caroline will pay for her cell phone plan over the next 4 months? So per month she's gonna pay $32, right? So per month $32. We gotta look at first as 32. First month $32. Second month needs to increase by 32, right? We need to add 32 more. So when we look at here, this is gonna give us 64. They place 36 over here, which is not our option to take care as correct answer. In this case, J as in Jack 1 will be our right answer. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.